Now, tonight, the Monroe Fire District Chief is speaking out after allegations of inappropriate actions towards his staff. Thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Templeman.
And I'm Renee McCullough. Just minutes after our 4 o'clock newscast, we received a response from the chief, Chris Barnes. KEZI 9 News reporter Jennifer Singh has his response to accusations that caused half of the district's volunteers to resign.
Several volunteers from the Monroe Rural Fire Protection District resigned last week following allegations of inappropriate actions by Fire Chief Chris Barnes. In an email received just minutes ago, Chief Barnes told me he does not discuss specific employee matters. He says certain actions require time and are not taken lightly, and they are being carefully considered with legal services. One resigned volunteer who did not wish to be identified tells me the certain actions in question happened on a call last Monday between Chief Barnes and a full-time paid employee. But he says when it was brought to the chief's attention from the full-time employee, that person was fired.
There were 5 of us that resigned immediately after the actions of the chief. Those 5 that resigned we were a group that responded on the majority of calls for service in the district.
And those 5 were out of the 10 volunteers, I'm told, who typically respond to emergencies out of the District 1 station. I'm told the Monroe Rural Fire Protection District has always relied on volunteers, meaning the loss of roughly half of them, if accurate, could impact response times and access to service.
It's extremely important. You know, if anything happens, if anything goes wrong, we need those volunteers to be able to jump on it. We don't have the staffed manpower that we need, so those volunteers are vital for our community.
I think at the end of the day, there are 2 groups that have suffered from the actions of the fire chief, and that's the employee who was terminated illegally, and it's the citizens of the District of Monroe.
He tells me he and the other resigned volunteers hand-delivered a letter of no confidence in Chief Barnes to the board last Tuesday, but they have not heard back. I also reached out to the board and have not heard back. But Chief Barnes says weekly training drill attendance has actually seen an increase amongst remaining members, and they have and will remain committed to serving the fire district. In Monroe, Jennifer Singh, KEZI 9 News.